now, our heroes have made their way through a journey that most people wouldn't see in their lifetimes. Stopping an evil duo, Ray and Darwin, were one thing. But the attempted reunification of Red City was something that was most certainly something that wasn't oppressed by the country's regime. Now, eternally in their debt, the people of Eldom City and the Thieves Guild will carry on the operations of attempting to both fool the vile General John, as well as plot the dismissal of his return to the city, and also return the city back to its normal glory. As our heroes make their way to another massive towering city, I picked the wrong song to explore. They also happen to come across a young boy who attacks Navi for his blood. Though his attempts were very unsuccessful, it did lead the curiosity of Chloe to see if she can fix what's going on with the child's sister. The group are now left behind, looking for a new way into the Yellow City. It seems like a grand tower before their new adventure.
So, guards, how's your life going?
Yeah, it's going alright. Where'd you get that sword from?
You don't want to know.
I don't.
I killed someone for it.
Nice.
Who killed someone for it?
Technically.
You know,
Not even
well, technically
technically.
it was the person who just ran in, but yeah.
Anyway, we should hurry if your sister's sick.
She nods. Well, he nods and leads you to a house. The house doesn't have any parents. It's just a big sister. She's about maybe 15, 16. She's got a bite wound on her neck. She's feeling very, very sick. She doesn't even acknowledge your presence there.
Medicine check. What is this bite wound? I said 23. Nice.
And
Looking at the bite wound. What does it...
you can tell that this is a very unnatural bite wound. It came from something that is essentially sucking life force from her. And this life force
So,
just simply has
vampire.
not returned yet.
It's a vampire then.
This seems to be more difficult than I thought. Where has your sister been recently?
He tells you that she was simply walking around the slums of where they live at, and unfortunately, she was attacked by a random bystander, and then she came home and collapsed on the floor. He's been caring for her ever since that happened, which was about a day or so. He's been desperate to find
What time
something
was
else.
it?
He says it was a nighttime.
What do I have to roll?
Blinky, you deleted the wrong one.
What do you mean the wrong one? What's the difference?
I cannot control the one that you dropped down before you allowed me to control.
I will
Look,
fix
what do I have to roll to figure out if it's a vampire or not?
Go for a history. Arcana? History. Arcana. History or Arcana.
Doesn't really matter, they're both the same. Either way, that's an 18.
You can tell that this is from a mystical creature that feeds off of other people in order to do what they do. This
Wow.
mystical creature is of the undead variety and preys upon the living.
Wow, it's a vampire.
Who would have guessed? Definitely not me.
Then suddenly, there's a slight twitch. I'm dead.
The kid asks you, do you have any elven blood to cure her? But with that medicine, you know that would not do anything to help her.
I'm wondering whether or not to spend a second level spell slot. So I'm going to use Divine Sense, which allows me to see no the location of any celestial fiend or undead.
Do you mind posting that for me real quick? Something I need to verify. That's your order. It's action.
Hong also has primeval awareness.
We'll ask, are you sure? That's for 60 feet.
Yeah, I hardly use Divine Sense, and I can use it 5 times. I'm just making I'm making sure that she isn't undead yet.
Okay.
Mm.
So you check on her. It seems like her body is slipping. Well, you wouldn't know this, but I'll say it anyway. It seems like her body seems to be slipping away, but it doesn't seem like she's dead. She's definitely still alive and clinging for dear life.
Hey.
On the surface, it seems like any other illness.
Five points of lay on hands to cure a disease. Okay. Let's see. Is this gonna work?
Where are you?
You need lay on hands as well.
Plot
Yes.
twist. It's not vampires, it's El Chupacabra.
Foiled again.
He's outside the building. He's like, these meddling fools.
You sound like, why do you sound like that guy from fucking?
As you begin to lay your hands on her to cure her of her ailment, you can see this negative energy that's flowing around your hands, and it bleeds from the bite wound, and then it swarms around your hand as you're healing it, and then it dissipates almost as though your energy was enough to purify it. And you can see her visually growing less pale, and she starts coughing a little bit. And then you just can see her a bit more peacefully resting rather than hurt, as the wounds on her neck begin to close.
It's fine now. If it seems like she is getting worse again, you'll be able to find me yet.
The
Oh,
kid
just
immediately
leave
hugs his sister.
Let me know. I don't think of words. You can send word up to Lord. What's this?
Oswald Adonis.
Lord Adonis's mansion. I'll be able to get your message from there.
Thank you, Miss Angel Lady.
Take good care of her now. And no more walking around at night, please.
It's the only way we know how to make money. But he nods at you and gives you a hug, and then goes back to his sister, tending to her.
Well, he takes note of the location of this house and heads off to her home.
And as Chloe leaves this scene of a child who is happy that her sister is okay, we go back to our heroes, who are idly sitting by, asking the guard some questions. The other guard that was sitting there checks his watch, his pocket watch, and he says he's going on break and goes off into the city. So the other one looks over at all of you guys. He has a bit of a smirk on him as he says, you know, I could let you guys in. 20 gold pieces.
Each or just in general.
Roll a persuasion.
I was asking a question, not trying to make him do something.
If you want
I'll
the
try
answer,
it.
roll a persuasion.
Shut up and roll persuasion, damn it.
He smirks
20.
even wider and says, "Each."
But 20
Okay,
gold.
then, well, screw
I
you.
say no.
Chris
I
just raises
I
the middle
counter
finger
offer.
up.
Shut up. Stop being hostile. No. I counter offer with 5
You've
total.
activated my trap card.
Oh God!
Wow!
Did you say 5 gold? Hmm. 5 gold apiece does sound like it can get me a brand new watch. Maybe.
No. 5 gold total.
5 gold total. My God, you're trying to break me here. You know what they do to me if they catch me letting you guys in?
Oh, that's
Although,
fine. We can just wait for our friend to get back, and you can have none.
what's your friend gonna do?
Oh, she knows someone.
That's right,
It's
she
fine. You
does
can
know
see when she gets
Adonis.
back.
He looks back at his guard that's walking away.
You know, why
and
don't we
looks at
just
you
do
guys.
that? Why don't we just like stay here and like wait for Chloe?
No.
That's a good. No, that's a good question. 5 gold is pretty steep when we could just wait here a little longer.
Okay, we can let you in fast for 5 gold. Come on.
Mm,
I don't know.
I
I,
don't
I feel
know.
like
Yeah, 5 gold's kind of a lot. Huh.
You're getting into the greatest city over here in Contis. Come on.
Could just get in like 10 minutes later for free.
You can't walk to Adonis
those
in just 10
buildings
minutes.
on the distance look kind of crummy. Are you sure this is the greatest city?
Should you take one step inside? You tell me.
We'll take a step inside.
I'm not an idiot.
He walks in your way. Whoa there, buddy.
It's so risky to let us in, then why are you even making this offer in the first place, pal?
Well, what can I say? Sometimes you gotta make some risk to make some money.
Is this risk?
Well,
Is this?
Sometimes people do things for stupid reasons because they're not smart.
You see, I'm not smart. As he thinks for like a minute, figuring out what you're saying.
Just interject and like interrupt this and just say like maybe 1 gold.
I don't know. I don't like the way your friend's talking to me. Maybe I should wait for this woman to verify you guys. Maybe you guys might get me in trouble here.
That works too. We can just wait and not.
All right
have to pay
then, I'll
anything.
wait.
Okay.
He says, folding his arms.
I'm wondering if I should. I don't think I should. I feel like that's a bad idea.
You can intimidate him.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say
was
no.
literally about to
We
go-
could,
I was
we could
literally
always
about to
report you.
intimidate-
Like you did just offer to let us in and let us bribe you. We didn't offer to bribe you. You offered to take a bribe from us. So
Are you saying that?
I just said I was considering it, and then I probably shouldn't.
Fair enough.
Oh, this isn't time for rational thinking.
We really should just.
He notices you staring at him.
With dice.
He notices you staring at him, Chris Faith, and he's like, "Well, you trying to do something here, buddy?"
I specifically try to pull out my skill chart, but I drop it. Fuck.
Let's just wait.
Maybe I should
There's no
report
need
you
to pay
guys.
For what? You offering for us to bribe you?
Who on earth would believe you over me?
Well, considering our friend knows
Oh, you're racist.
Adontis, and I'm sure she'll vouch for us, considering how much time she spent with us. And in that case, who are they gonna trust? The shady city guard or a trusted person like them vouching for us?
He
Oh,
grovels and rumbles to himself.
Never mind the fact that there's that Zone of Truth is a thing that I can cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
These guys were trying to get in, honestly, and I was trying to bribe them and let them in. Oh no.
You're kind of racist. It's just...
Eh,
So I'm guessing you guys are going to wait then, huh?
yeah.
Make yourself comfortable as Chloe makes her way. How would you get past this? We'll say that you know the right things to say to get to certain areas within the city. This area is off limits to casuals, but you made it through. Got through
Fucking
here.
casual.
Fucking cat.
Well, Chloe knows how to
Casual.
get through. She's
There
probably
you
been
are.
sent on many of them a voyage into the main city.
And makes her way over to Lord Oswald Adonis's manor. So
Lord
which
Oswald. Is it the penguin?
No. To which she is greeted by one of the head maids. She's happy to see. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe are you happy to see the head maid? One of the head maids?
Yes. Yes.
But she keeps up a very cold demeanor. It says, "Hello, welcome back. Fancy seeing you here. I'm guessing you're trying to get a audience with Adonis for some reason. Trying to get your job back, I see."
Yes.
She snaps her fingers, and two maids come up behind her and carry you into the manor, the old familiar manor. The smell is still the same. The looks are still the same. The people still look the same. They're happy to see you though, but they're not allowed to show it while they're around the head maid. And take you up to Lord Oswald Adonis' manor. It's where he's rigorously writing some sort of letter or something. He looks up and he's excited to see you. He says, "Hello, Chloe, I haven't seen you in so long. You're finally back." Here you died.
No, she didn't. Favor to ask you.
Anything from my most loyal, beautiful maid. He looks into your eyes, grabbing your hand.
Ugh. Yikes.
She moves her, tries to move her hand out of the way, but
He expects it and lets you go.
I've got some friends at the front gate. They're not all exactly human, so they've been held up a little.
Yeah, this city doesn't exactly like humans. Interesting. Well,
Doesn't exactly like humans.
Non-humans.
non-humans, I'm sorry.
There we go.
I was about to say, would
You
we
re-
be accepted with open arms then?
He raises a hand to his chin and strokes it a bit, thinking to himself, "There isn't much I can do, but, what if I were to hire them on as one of my maids? Not officially, of course. I would rather not have non-humans as maids. You understand, right, Chloe?" He looks at your ears and smiles like a really wide grin.
Well, they're not exactly. They'd probably be better suited as butlers.
No worries. The head maids do their job quite well. I'll have them on as officially maids, but they don't exactly have to work here. They can crash here for a little while, perhaps a week, maybe more. What does that sound like, Chloe?
That would be wonderful.
Chloe.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you for coming back, Chloe. You've graced me with your beautiful face.
I'll go tell them. I'll go tell the guards at the front gate. I'll bring them straight here.
He holds his hand up really quickly. He does a thing where, like, he flips the paper that he has and grabs a paper really quickly and furiously writes down a letter and hands it to you in, like, just a couple seconds or so. Take this to them. They'll know exactly what to do with this. They are now my official quote-unquote maids. Just tell them not to clean anything, please.
That was a wise
Master.
decision right there.
Yep.
Thank you, Master. Bring them immediately.
He attempts to kiss your hand.
She does. She makes a move to not allow him to, but like it's just a twitch.
He notices the twitch and just lets it go. Lets your hand go, like floats it up in the air. Anything for my most lovely maid.
Thank you, Master. Thank you. And she leaves politely.
As expected.
And then once she gets out of the study, she just sort of breathes a sigh of like,
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
It's actually awesome.
You notice the maids that were outside waiting for you, just like this scornful look.
Sorry, girls.
Girls.
Yes.
So Mesa standing outside.
Say what? We'll say one of them are. The other one's like, oh my god, I'm glad you got through that.
I better go and get the new employees.
One of them has a very surprised look. The other one's like, oh my god, I'm so glad you got through this. As they escort you out of the building, even though you don't need it at all. Still treating you as a guest, leading you to the
Chloe
outside.
does talk to the. Chloe tries to get up to date with happenings as they walk.
They say the same old has been going on around here. Things have been a little different down in the lower districts, but they've only heard rumors about disappearances and hearings of more attacks and such like that. But the higher-ups don't think it's any different or any more dangerous. They say that a new restaurant opened up in town, and it's very lovely. Even Oswald Adonis has attended there. But other than that, same old thing. What's that?
And has Lord Oswald made any moves on anyone else, like he always seems to do to me?
The one that was feeling for your feelings was she just sighs while the other one says, what would she say in the situation? More than he has made on you, with a sly smirk.
Hmm.
I feel like I was gonna say something, but then my router disconnected, so
no.
I need to refresh all my things.
Okay. Well, I suppose I can't be surprised by that. Well, I better be off. Better go get the others. I'll see you two soon.
The snood one scoffs, doesn't even say anything, while the other one's waving. Even gives you a hug. Happy to see you again.
Okay, now what is her name and why is she Chloe's best friend?
Her name? Ariel. How do you spell that? Sariel. She's one of the maids that gets hit on by Lord Oswald Adonis and doesn't quite like it too much. But she deals with it just like you do. The other one, you can clearly tell that she likes him and isn't quite hit on as much. Her name is just Lily. The head maid. We'll leave her as head maid for now. And so you make it out of the house. a bit more information in tow and make it back to the gate. He looks over at you, you hand him the letter. He reads it over and he scoffs. He says, "All right, come on in." Clearly mad that he didn't get any gold before all this.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Well-
quite. Thank you.
Yeah, whatever. Get in there.
Better get going.
You'll strut through the front gate.
You see him about to trip you, then he thinks better of himself.
Okay, was Hong with us right now?
Yes. Or are you...
Okay,
Hong, were you going to go register?
I believe he was registering as a human.
He do be a human, though.
You do be looking human, though,
but-
not gonna lie.
Before we go further, I just want to ask you, Blink, the DM I sent you. I'm going to add a few more details. Hold on, let me detail this.
Where is... Did I? Nope, not yet.
I don't know.
Is that thunder?
No, that was the rumbling of his cheeks.
Trying to sneak past the guard with the rumbling of my cheeks is making it difficult.
Loki, I'm trying to sneak past the gods, but I'm dummy thick. And the rumble of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the frost giants. Could you come and help me before my thunderous ass kills me?
Okay,
Hmm.
I'm not doing any kind of magic here. This is more of just like constructing. Well, I mean, I'm using what I know. It's not like going based on like I'm not using some ability to do this. I'm just using Carrick's crafting skills at this point.
I'll allow it.
So, do we have Hong with us right now?
You.
Okay. So as Chloe comes back, she's coming back to kind of this. Like you can hear just in this tower over here. 'Cause I guess Carrick is gonna just set up workshop under this tower. You just hear it for like hours. Like he's like clattering of like metal. You just notice every time like you walk past, Carrick kind of looks greasier and dirtier. It is as Chloe comes back, Carrick just walks over with this disheveled, ugly, like boring, dull wooden box. And he just kind of sees Chloe, just walks past Chloe. He gives Chloe like a wave, like "Hey, Chloe." He walks past her over to Hong, and he goes up to Hong with a box, and he pulls out of the box a little tiny. What looks to be it's a strange creation. It's a little miniature, like kind of. Could this be a type of a can? Something. Either way, it looks like it uses just a little bit of like some of the elven wood, and maybe little bits and pieces of metal. It's a very odd contraption. And it has like little. Doesn't really look refined. It has little markings on it that says prototype 13 on it. And he gives this to Kilby. And let's see. So is Hong's crossbow like readily like there? Like
Yeah, it's
is
always.
it something
it's
how
always
easy is it
strapped back.
for Okay, so is it something I can just grab off of your person?
If you ask, yes.
This is the best
Alright,
response.
Carrick will okay, I mean it's on your back, so that'd be kind of like odd to even like walk around and grab it, so Carrick will give you Carrick, okay, for now what I'm gonna do is Carrick's gonna give you this arrow that also has bits of kind of elven wood. It's a little nicer looking.
Okay, wait. Do we learn of? Do we know that we're technically in here because we're supposed to be maids?
No, not yet.
know
Chloe
we're
was
in
going to
here
take them
because,
in and tell them what was going on. But then stuff was happening out here, so I'm waiting.
I thought we were already in the city because of the music that Blanc's got us listening to. Well, if you can call this music.
It is ambiance.
The hustle
Yes.
and bustle of
Ambiance.
the city.
Yes, it sounds like New York City in here.
I would say a fair.
I think that's more accurate, yeah. New York City sounds like it'd have a lot more cars and trains and stuff than people actually talking.
It's in fantasy New York.
I'll allow it.
Sounds like I'm about to see a
I'm still thinking it's probably actually closer to Melbourne.
It's
New
just
Yellow
a lot
City.
it's just a lot of people saying, I'm walking here.
I'm walking.
Everyone, you know.
I love how that was actually an ad-libbed line.
Yeah, it was. Hey, I'm walking here.
Look, a dog
Forget
goes by.
about it, eh?
Yeah, we'll say for now, it's just he gives you
New York noises.
an arrow. It's kind of like a nicer looking arrow. And he's like, try this. And he looks at your crow for a moment.
He has a crow? What the fuck? When did that happen?
A couple of sessions ago.
I wouldn't say he has a
Was it the one
crow.
where
He
I
has,
wasn't here?
he has a permanent follower, let's say.
Was it the one that I wasn't here?
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna say, I don't remember this. I remember seeing a crow token or something, being confused as fuck, but I never said anything.
And Carrick looks back at his pigeon.
Pigeon
And
looks
he
up at you like, what? What's up?
Carrick looks at Hong.
This is just a Friday Night Funkin' math at this point.
He looks over at Hong, says, "Trade."
We can talk about it later, but I think he's pretty attached to the idea that I'm gonna feed him.
Are we going in the city yet or not? Right now, it seems like I could use another thing. I'm like,
Should get going.
really should.
Thanks, though,
Oh,
Carrot.
I forgot I moved
I'll
my
take a
own
look at this stuff
character.
later.
Going. We're going, right? This is where we're going, right, Chloe? We're going.
And Chloe leads everyone
Well,
through.
guys,
Also, was the question that Blog was asking before was Hong registering to get into the city?
Yes, he is. Where does he register?
Registration would be about right here. It would have taken about an hour, but that's about the time Chloe would have taken the lead. And,
Okay, so I've registered.
yeah, you're registered as an official merchant in the city.
Human.
And the merchant district is right
Totally
here.
human. Hi, I'm totally
Right,
human. I'm
here,
definitely
show
not
me one more
goat
time.
legs under these pants and singular shoe.
Perfect. As you guys walk by, you can hear the various yellings and good smelling noises. Good smelling noises. Good smelling smells. The good smelling smells of.
Someone here might it can't smell colour.
This noise
Crispy.
smells amazing.
Various
Yeah, as-
foods that are being cooked in the area, and different people yelling out, "Get your fruit here! Your fruit right here!" As you make your way into the
New
district.
York.
As
Smells
Chloe
Down
takes
in New
them,
York.
everyone.
You think I can get some Hamilton tickets if I kill someone?
Going to
as
Chloe
Chloe's
now.
walking along, Lord Oswald Adonis is allowing you all to become maids, allowing you to come in and out of the city as you want. It's just least
Maids?
officially. Yes,
Does
that's
that
the
mean
official
it's a clean
designation.
thing?
Do you think
No.
I can? Do you think? How quickly do you think I can get a good maid's dress in, or other things?
Are we gonna have the clearance
Long-
to be
how
able
long?
to go anywhere we need to be?
Wait, so
Was I doing it?
to answer the first question,
That the
to
cost.
a maid's outfit would cost you quite a bit, actually. Different frills and all that stuff. Maybe about a good 5 gold. They'll be in
How
very
long?
high quality, though.
Batman was trying to extort 4 maid dresses out of us. Fuck.
What were you asking? I think Han.
No.
That was
Chloe.
Oh, Chloe.
Kaiser. You just said it's officially your his maids, but the actual roles you'll have to take probably won't actually come to anything. He did say you're not allowed to clean.
hooray! So,
Wow,
are we gonna
really?
have the clearance to be able to go wherever we need to go within Yellow City?
I could probably manage that.
You'll be able to get back
I could ask
into.
for a maid's dress.
Carrick is covered in grease and wood chippings and dirt.
Chloe,
I'm ready.
You know damn well that he will not let anyone near his house looking like that.
I should find a bathhouse.
Kaizen's relatively clean. I need to see Kaizen in a maid outfit now.
And if Chris,
A
and
maid
if,
art.
and if somehow this does come with a maid's outfit, Chris is just wearing it all the time and is going to be trying his absolute darndest to become a femboy. Just because.
Just
Just because. I was like,
Delicious with that.
fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna be a maid. I may as well fully embrace this.
I'm assuming there's a bathhouse in Yellow City somewhere, roughly on the way to Adonis's mansion.
We'll say
The
this
Adonis
building that
man.
looks like a fountain is actually just a big old statue that houses a bathhouse under it.
Go. Bathhouse.
What, is that where he lives?
No, you won't be able
Blanc.
to get through the front
Blanc,
door like
I
that.
forget.
Right, Kirk.
Yeah.
What did I
Oh,
roll?
so you're gonna trade him
on my
something.
dick set?
Wait,
I remember I rolled like 15, but what size did I get?
I'm not answering that question.
Fine, I'll just watch the VOD.
Deletes the bot.
You can't do that. I need that on record.
But to answer your other question, you can get anywhere. You can get into this district up here, but you can only get into Oswald's house. All these other places have guards stationed out there, and they will not let you in without some sort of recommendation.
You mean I can get it? You can't. You mean I can't get in them legally?
Oh no. Yes.
Like I have a mask and like +8 stealth, sir.
So yes, we'll say
And
that
a
legally.
chance of
If you
A
consult
chance
Han
of-
beforehand, he can give you pass without trace.
Exactly.
Cool.
and with a penchant of giving more headaches for Chloe.
It's like, why are you going in there? It's like, because I can. It's like, no, you can't. It's like, not legally, but I'm still gonna.
If we just say like, you'll
It's
just
like, why?
What is-
Just like, I don't know. I want to know what's in here.
Because I just really
What are
want
we
to
even
know.
doing? Because I need to flex my +8 stealth. And then cry when it fails.
Just get to wherever we're
be
sleeping.
plus 18, but anyway.
Hey, Blanc,
Go
real
wherever
quick.
we're sleeping.
Yeah, what's up?
So, because I'm a failed merchant, do I have any old contacts in Yellow City
Yellow
that I
City.
could talk to about getting connected with?
Technically, you do have some. We'll put a
And
pin in that
is-
for now.
And is there any... I'm guessing there's no Thieves Guild presence in Yellow City.
You do not see any sign of a bunch of thieves that are collaborating. You do see random thieves walking around.
Yes.
As far as different merchants, I'll say you do know a couple of them. Either with your time with your dad, or you just simply see some people that you've, communicated with in the past and sold some goods to.
Alright.
Not exactly on
point
first
to
name
that.
basis, but they will definitely recognize you.
Okay, when did Chloe ushers everyone to the bathhouse, I'm making sure that at least Carrick and Chris go in and get washed.
Guys is washing himself in the corner. Even though he was already pretty clean, but he's gotta be presentable.
And Chloe's just standing out at the front because she is not going in there with a bunch of guys.
Yes.
If Carrick had ears, he would not wash between them. Fortunately, he doesn't have ears.
He just has little holes in the side of his head.
Are you
Yeah.
washing the little holes on the side of your neck?
Maybe. He needs to hear.
Doesn't want to get near infection, but
Yeah.
We just... Okay. This is a pleasant place. Loud.
And whilst Chloe's waiting, she quietly just makes... Well, no, she probably did that on the way in, but she does look presentable. And nice. Not explicitly nice. She smells like... Because she knew that it's Lord Adonis would take that completely the wrong way.
Cleanliness is next to godliness. God knows how much he hates God.
no. Cleanliness is next to managerliness.
Manager moves, yes. They have a group discount, 1 silver piece for a group bath. So I guess you all can
Costs
hop in there.
money to bathe. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised.
Chloe pays it
capitalism.
because she is taking everyone in. Oh, she's putting everyone in.
Huzzah.
Bruce just kind of sniffs his armpits and is just like, I could probably use a bath. Or
As
cleanse.
Chloe's went.
You are going to have a bath
yeah,
now.
No, I
birds
wasn't saying.
drop
No,
dead as
no,
they
I'm
fly
agreeing with you.
past.
I need to be cleansed, honestly.
Chloe turns it into holy water.
Kaizen like shines his horns.
And you all come out sparkly clean.
Dressed
Hopefully.
in his best gear, with his demon sword not having any blood on it yet.
And of course, Kilby has a great time in the hot, warm bathwater.
I'm presuming there's also a laundry there.
Yeah, sure, why not? That makes sense.
That Chloe also pays for the cleaning of all the clothes.
One more silver piece.
And I feel good as new.
You all do.
I feel like I did when I came out of the womb, probably. Is this what babies feel like when they're born? Like sparkly
Baby's
clean and
usually pretty
innocent?
dirty.
I'm not even gonna ask.
But yes, you make your way out of
Could
there.
I remember being a baby? Yes. Out. Huzzah.
And back up to Lord Oswald Adonis's manor. A towering, once again, even though the city was towering, but fuck you, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say here. A towering building.
Also, another thing with Chloe completely forgot that Hong is a merchant
Yeah.
when she was trying to get him in.
I just wanted to double check on that, but I guess I can introduce myself to Lord Adonis when I'm there anyway.
Yes, you can. Does anybody like to do something while I pick the song for Lord Oswald Adonis's manor?
Should we do a cartwheel?
Roll an acrobat.
Watch this, watch this. Dagger cartwheel, watch this, watch this. We haven't done one of those in a long time.
Well, you're not in combat, so you're gonna need a nat 20.
Chloe just looks at you and is like, with that piercing thing, it's like, you just got clean. Why are you doing this?
Sounds about right.
Chloe being a mom. It's like,
To take Chloe's
just got
attention
clean,
away
watch
from the
me
imminent
fail at
disaster.
No, wait, Mom, you have to watch.
Chloe is just imagining that.
Oh my god, really?
I fucking knew it! You gracefully glide through the ground and then you hop in. Oh, go ahead. Yeah, you do it. Yeah.
You know, this is what he does, right? He does like a double cartwheel and then does that thing where like the fucking handstand backflip like 3 times. Does like a triple, like just a flip in the air and sticks it with his hands in the air.
Carrick's head lifts up slightly from the little... He's been picking at some kind of device in his hands, in his gloves. He's wearing gloves now. But, he's fiddling with this device, but he looks up just for a second at Red over there, and she's like, neat.
Kaizen bows gracefully.
You see some people in the background clapping as you do it, and they give you a couple silver pieces, so you manage to rack up 8.
Hell yeah. See, Chloe? It all worked out. Even though probably shouldn't have. I won't even lie. Inventory, bitch.
Oh, he looks at your hands.
They're fine.
Brad,
not-
is this what they
not-
call begging for money on the street?
Yeah.
Yes.
I see.
Yes,
I
it
mean,
is.
did she even beg for it?
I am now a street performer.
May want that one later in a bit. Blanc.
What's up?
There's a horse in the LOD chat.
Is a horse in the LOD chat?
Yes.
Oh, that's what you want to use.
Oh, I
Like
thought you. I'm gonna be famous now. Everyone's gonna be like, "You're that guy that did that backflip." What? It's gonna be beautiful.
We should get going. Lord Oswald is waiting for us.
And Chloe continues leading them, getting through the gate here, saying that, yep, no, going to see Lord Adonis.
He takes the note, looks it
You
over.
Recruits.
So
He looks.
I need to clarify something. You said Lord Oswald right there, right?
Oswald.
Well, oh, we got the penguin over here.
Yes.
Yes, you're on the way to Oswald Adonis's manor.
Can I get a maid's dress? Do you pay that out of pocket?
Talk to the head maid.
He looks over the
Okay.
paper, looks at the people that you have behind him, that you have behind you. He shrugs. He says, "All right, come in, I guess."
Does have a strange taste.
That he does.
Rex, Carrick would like to do a perception check of this place. I want to know what it kind of looks like.
It is the check-in center to the higher part of Yellow City, only for the nobles and the royals and the people that are employed by them. And you can tell that this person that is here is not a royal. He is simply a person who is doing his job. But you can tell that this is heavily fortified simply by the way you're looking around this area. And they will kill anyone who comes through this area who is not supposed to be here. Without question.
Well,
Peacefully, of course.
Totally.
sounds like a very peaceful process.
It's a living. But I'll also add with that perception that you could probably take this guy on. On by yourself. Easily.
Okay, so we're going through here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And Chloe continues to lead you through to the manor. Why do I feel like the Adonis family estate is the cheapest?
I guess. I guess some people just don't fit to the labels you put to them, eh?
Lord Oswald Adonis is here.
Jericho. Okay, we're...
You're missing two people and an owl.
Okay, is there... So there's trees and stuff around his house, right?
Yeah, there is. Neatly
Ah,
trimmed.
This this goes more with what I was expecting.
Actually, quick question. Does he have a stables? If he doesn't, why doesn't he?
I don't know why he doesn't, but he does not have stables. But I suppose someone who is good with woodcrafting could make one for him if he wants to.
Yep. I'm rolling another perception for this
Do
place.
you think?
What are you trying to perceive?
The craftsmanship of the place, and I also am looking to see any traces of a decent-sized creature hopping around the trees.
While you're looking around, wait, what was the first thing you're looking for?
The craftsmanship of the building, and then any indication of a decent-sized creature hopping around on the tops of the trees.
The place that you are looking at currently is immaculately made. You feel like you could perhaps craft this, though. But it is, at the very least, very well done, put together. You look around for any type of creature that is moving about, but you can't quite find anything.
I'm still confused on what he's looking for.
I think he's looking for like a bunny or something.
But a tree bunny.
So I guess so.
So, Chloe, what's the Lord of the Owls like?
Lord of the Owl.
Hopefully, nice enough to give us a maid. Give at least one of us a maid dress.
You need Lord Oswald. Honest.
Yeah, he's like the Lord of the Owls, right? That's why you call him Lord, because he's like King of the Owls.
My master. That is what he had requested for us to do. Call him. I think there's more stuff going on, more political going on. But I don't know. And he is.
Is he an owl?
No, he is human.
Oh.
Owl people. How crazy would an idea like that be?
Yeah, that's just nuts.
However, he is a nice person. He did take me in. I had nowhere else to go.
Does he have, like, feathers?
I think he does have some feathers on some decoration in his office.
Ah.
He is not. He's just a plain old human.
Ah.
Nothing.
Walking.
Does he
You
like
look at
bark
special.
owls a lot?
And I'm sorry to
Believe
ask
so.
this question, but you know we're sure that nothing bad is gonna come from us being his maids.
Well, I turned out alright, didn't I?
That's not what I was asking, but yes, you came out. Yeah, that's fine. We'll leave that.
I met you guys.
Red,
We'll
Been on adventures.
this guy, he looks out for the owls, so he must be okay.
I'll form an opinion once we do things.
I mean, think about it. There's that shady guy that just shows up all over the place. What are we calling him now?
Zayaku.
Okay.
Shady man.
Hi.
There's this shady man, and he's popping up all over the place. But I mean, owls, like, they live in the night, so of course they're creeping around at night, and this is like their boss.
Yeah,
Think
but I actually know
Adonis.
why.
Hearing.
Doesn't do much else at all.
Oh,
Hearing the commotion that is going on outside, the head maid hears the door open, delighted, with a capital D, of course, to see you all. With an with an expressionless face, she bows and opens the door a bit wider without saying a word.
Chloe bows in return in a great apology bow. Sorry for the slot.
Kaizen bows in return like he would do on a stage.
Carrick sees what they're doing, like looks at like Red, and then looks at Chloe, and then he reaches for his feet.
You don't hear the sigh that comes from the headmate's mouth.
Hong gives a polite bow in return.
You can almost hear the
Wait,
thoughts
Chloe's-
of gratitude that you're normal.
When Chloe he outparts herself and looks, he just immediate another apology bell.
Kilby tries to do the same thing as Hong,
Aw.
and Crow just sits there, staring.
Crow's like, I'm a bird, bitch. Don't expect nothing from me.
I assume if I was saying had speak with animals on, he'd be saying, "I'll bow for food."
More than likely, yes. But she gets up from her bow and looks over to Sero and Chris Faith.
Can I get a maid's dress?
No.
She closes her eyes and just waits for this moment to be over.
Oh no.
Chloe is
Just say
just
no.
furiously apologizing.
You can just say no. I'm
Sorry.
fine with that.
Chloe, are you okay? Did you hurt someone?
Yeah, Kaizen's really realizing that they should have asked Chloe to teach him like proper manners before this all happened.
Probably wouldn't be the worst idea.
He just decides he's gonna follow Chloe's lead from this point on.
Where is that icon? I literally just had a second ago.
Sam,
While you're doing that, Blink, at some point, can you get me a token for Crow?
I can.
Not immediately, just at some point.
What's that? You said immediately? You want me to get it for you? Cool, gotcha.
No. 3 weeks from now.
Can do.
3 years.
3
We
years
should
later.
go see Lord Adonis.
Lord Adonis will see you now.
Hang on, we're missing someone. Cosme!
Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
Do you need me to put your thing on?
I can wait. I can put my own thing down.
Yes.
How?
Yes!
Where?
In the second tab,
Newspaper.
the newspaper thing, it's on there.
Oh.
His world has been shattered in a good way.
How? Wait. How do I put it down?
Drag it by the
Drag
name.
the-
Yeah, click and
Oh,
drag.
by the name.
Yes.
Okay. I tried
don't know why it's
putting
like
the
that.
picture. I'm
Look at you.
here. I was gonna say, like, I said I'd follow Chloe's lead, and I'm not even on the screen. How can I do this?
Chloe, as you're walking towards the back area, which is where you would find Adonis, you hear a message in your head that says, "Don't let them touch anything." In the most rude way possible. Just very blunt.
Chloe looks at the rest of them.
Kaizen already knows what's up. He already decided. As soon as, he said we're not allowed to clean anything.
But Chloe looks at everyone and just glares.
Just mom, just mom things.
Hashtag just mom.
Very much so. Very much so at this point.
And so you all make your way through the very pretty... Oh, no, she's staying by the door. The very pretty house with lots of different trinkets and things that was collected. Into the study where many people can come in to learn different things or sit down and lounge about, and the couches that I couldn't find assets for. Crow tries to take the bread from Kilby after he devours his own.
Somehow I feel like Hilby is not going to take that.
Get your own bread, bitch.
Ah, I did it again. Whoops.
What in the shit? There we go.
Let's move this. Did it go through? Nope.
Whee! He's big.
He's a big boy. You guys feel almost lost in this area. There's so many different things, different colors, different trinkets hanging on the wall.
Wow. Kaizen says with his hands behind his back, not touching anything.
A literal waterfall just flowing throughout the place.
Wow, fancy place.
You see a couple
it
of
looks
maids
like
walk.
she's seen this all before, and it's just kind of on the boring side of things.
You see a couple of maids walking back and forth. Some of them trying to peek at you, but trying to make it really hard to tell that they're not actually peeking at you guys.
But what if they instead Raichu'd?
Cosme has been banned from this D&D channel.
504.
You can't put me in the box. I am the box.
We'll make a bigger box.
Box has been broken.
We're gonna need another box.
Boxes are meant to be broken.
No, it's not broken. If you're admin, then you can't be in the box.
Yeah. I'm in timeout, but I'm not actually in timeout. I am one with the box.
I snuck you out of
Broke
timeout.
the box. But anyway,
The box bends to my will.
But yes, anyway.
when Chloe notices the maid, one of her fellow maids trying to look at the group, she goes, "Yep, you'll see them later. Don't worry, I'll introduce them all."
Kaizen just waves.
She doesn't nod, but she does have a smile on her face. It's improper
waves.
etiquette to stare.
Very enthusiastically.
Carrick doesn't look at anyone here. He only looks at the architecture. If there's anyone that tries to make eye contact with him, he looks directly past them.
If you ask any member of my family, I'm infamous for doing that. I apparently have a thing where we can like make eye contact, and then I just like look past them. And they just, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm assuming there's a door to his study.
There is, but it's open. He's been
She-
expecting you.
Quietly knocks on it in the doorway and says, "I'm here with my companions."
He finishes writing one of his letters, puts his pen down, and looks up with a smile on his face. Ah, Chloe and friends, sit down, come in.
Huh. Nice place.
Thank you.
Chloe stays standing.
Kaizen stands next to her.
What were the name of the architects?
Thank you for the offer to sit, Master.
I'll have to put you in touch with one of my headmates. They're the ones that got this new place commissioned, I suppose. The place inside, of course. I didn't like the way it looked before.
Interesting.
What are your names? What are you doing here in Yellow City?
My name is Kaizen, and we're... Chloe, you take the wheel from here.
We had some. They've had some trouble. Trouble in some red city came across that we they can't really go back to Red City now. So
Oh.
I
What on
Thought
earth could have happened?
bring them Yeah,
A bit regarding
Chloe. Oh. How well does he know Chloe in terms of her? She's hiding things, but she's not going to tell a lie.
I'm gonna say he looks past you most of the time. He sees a pretty face in somebody who wants to become their head maid. So he doesn't know
Okay,
you
so
like on a personal level. He just knows you as like an acquaintance.
Okay.
Yep.
Kinky, yeah.
A little kinky.
Yep. And
Bit
Chloe
in the-
is the complete opposite of receptive with it.
Like you do know he's pretty gullible.
A bit of trouble concerning
His eyes are following the owl around.
suspicion of a crime which we did not commit.
Not creating a crime. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Do you need help with your owl, sir?
He doesn't like being in closed spaces.
If you
Don't
want,
worry,
we can
he's
set him free.
If you want anything.
unsummon him then.
I'm sorry, sir. You're getting feathers all over my estate.
Oh, don't worry. They are spirit feathers. They'll disappear. eventually.
Chloe just glares at nothing.
Yeah, Kaizen's wincing.
Just an absolute glare.
It is a little
want me to-
improper to.
Do you want me to
do
catch
such
it?
They're returned.
Sorry, where was I?
We did not commit a crime, but we were under suspicion of doing so regardless, and in light of that, we're not quite welcome in Red City.
I can understand. This place is rather cruel to people who aren't human, so I can see how they thought you guys weren't as honest as you are.
I suspect we were. Well, we had killed the Lord of Red City.
So they
At
think
least
that you
we're
guys are
involved
behind
with-
that.
That's what was the captain's name again?
Captain?
The general?
General, that
John?
one.
Lame. John, that was it.
Yep.
I was
This
gonna
is what
say, like,
General
that
John
man.
had said. Seems.
General John. Name I haven't heard in a while. He gets up. He walks around a bit, putting his hand under his chin, thinking to himself. And he thinks that you all are responsible. I don't think you all could
some
hurt a
reason.
fly.
I'm not sure he honestly thinks that, honestly.
I'm not sure either. He's got a vendetta against us.
I don't think he has a vendetta. Well, mayhaps,
It's
you know, a
just
bunch
a
of inhuman
Talk of the kingdom.
heroes, but I think he has a bigger agenda in mind than, you know, framing a bunch of inhumans.
Yeah. So I'm guessing you're all trying to talk to the prince here, then.
Kaizen looks at Chloe. Even he doesn't know what we're doing here.
I just wanted to come home. Honestly.
Almost as if he felt the trigger go off, he goes into a state of pure sadness, and he gets up to hug you and hold you close into his arms. Don't worry, you could always come home, Chloe.
Thank you,
Kaizen's
Master.
just glancing around, like, what the fuck just happened?
If you're
Oh,
looking at Chloe, she obviously looks uncomfortable with this.
He's waiting for
She
your
cut
usual
him.
trying to get away motion before he
She she does her usual one where it's a slight movement because he's still her master.
Wait, hold on.
Well, surely you all want to clear your names. What is that for?
Do I notice any owl feathers on his back?
You know what? I'll roll for it.
Remember, Carrick, he said not to clean anything.
Yes, you do see some owl feathers on his back. Perhaps while the owl was flocking around, it was on there.
Carrick, don't do it. Carrick, you remember what they said.
I'm not cleaning anything.
I was expecting you to like walk up and like pick a feather off his back. It's like you dropped this or something.
Would not be surprised.
I suppose I could get you an audience with either the prince or his advisor or his advisor's advisor.
Or his advisor's advisor's advisor?
Unfortunately, he doesn't have one of those.
Oh, I thought he'd be occupied.
You'd think so. How does that sound, Chloe? He gives you one of those longing looks.
That would work nicely. Thank you, Master.
With a choppy grin, he laps his fingers, turns around, and sits down. His two maids come up, and he goes to take a sheet of paper from his notebook and writes down furiously. And in a matter of a couple seconds, he produces another note and hands it to one of the maids. So they all walk off, and presumably to hand it off to someone else. Not to worry, within a day or so, you will definitely see someone that can help you out in a situation. Hopefully it's for the best. In the meantime, of course, you can stay here, in my lavish place. Please don't touch anything. He says, looking at a couple of you.
Yes, of course, Master.
Officially, you are my maids, but you are free to leave and come back as you please. Is that good enough for you, Chloe?
Carrick moves away from the book he was near.
That is certainly wonderful, Master. Thank you.
Gives you
Okay,
a cheery
Chloe.
grin.
Out of character. Are we going to neglect the fact that we also kidnapped Kiryu?
Yes.
Is it really
Kidnapped
kidnapped
or
if she
rescued?
wants it? Yeah.
I was just asking because, you know, if, because that might change things, you know, if the prince's advisor or his advisor's advisor or whoever we talk to happens to catch wind of that, but it might change the situation. Perhaps. I don't know. Just a hypothesis.
By the way, my goal has been achieved. I got you in.
Huzzah!
You have a place to stay and a consultant.
Clacking of the keyboard, dramatic music. I'm in.
Is there anything else you'd like from me, Chloe? Looking at you as though everybody else in the room isn't there.
Do you have a place to work on, like, things?
What kind of things? What kind of crafts are you into, young snake man?
Carrick lifts up the device that he's been working on. It's
Just a general workshop would be brilliant for him.
His face almost goes to a wrinkle, and then he brings it back to the cheery smile. I don't believe such things are very becoming of a place like this. Perhaps somewhere outside the manor, perhaps.
Okay.
I'm glad you understand. I didn't want to offend you.
Now,
Now you're good, dude.
I do have a rather concerning question.
Yes.
I happen to know of 2 children, ages 10 and 8, that may I vouch for them to become servants.
Hmm. The maids do love children, but I don't think there's really a place for them here. I guess we can let them stay with us.
That would be acceptable, thank you.
I'm glad I could make your acquaintance.
They are 2 diligent working boys. When they come down to it.
Seems as though there's something on the tip of your tongue. He looks over to Hong.
On the tip of my tongue.
He sees you doing the telepathic thing, but he doesn't know you're doing it telepathically. But he just sees you thinking.
Nothing important. Lord, and it's what's his name again? Adonis.
Oswald Adonis.
Nothing important, Lord Adonis.
He nods to you very politely. Staring at that dragon you got up there. He doesn't say anything. He goes back to Chloe, just staring at her.
I should go and introduce this lot to the rest of the maids, shouldn't I?
He stands up and bows towards you. And realizes that he's being a little bit too impolite to his guests, and he bows towards them as well.
How do the italics things work in the D&D chat thing? Is it just /me or something?
Oh, to talk as you it's underneath.
Yeah, as there's an as thing. You can say as.
Yeah.
For me, yeah.
Wait, is there an ass?
As Chloe,
Just-
as
yeah, just-
James, as
Right next to the
Kobold.
send button.
Yeah,
Like
just
how you do
below
it.
your text box and right next to the send button.
Oh, that.
But I mean, like how like for an action, like how Hong's doing it there.
Oh, you just
Well-
use asterisks on either side.
Okay.
Same as Discord.
As in Discord.
Kaizen waits for Chloe to bow back and then mimics her bow to the best of his ability.
He seems impressed at you. He might let you touch something yet.
Whoa.
You get to touch something?
No,
Touch
not you.
Ah.
Oh, I didn't do it at the end.
Kiriki.
gives Hong finger guns, then pauses, then gives a thumbs up.
He notices
First
the
he-
exchange between you two. He doesn't say anything, but he looks up
I
at the
thought-
dragon again.
I thought he was doing that to Adontis, and I was about to laugh so damn hard.
We will take our
Adontis
leave
bows
now,
at him, he just
Master.
goes, I got you.
Please be safe out there. Don't go to the lower district. I heard there's lots of things going on down there.
Sounds like there's something feeding on people.
Thank you for your
Anyway.
consideration, Master.
Go.
And thank you for being so kind.
And then Chloe leads everyone to the maid's quarters.
He sees you so happily leading them out that he almost forgot to call some maids to lead you all out instead. But he doesn't do so, since he sees that you're back in full main mode. You meet with the other maids. They try to be as polite as possible, saying things like, it's nice to see you. the same fakeness. You don't see any of their personality in it. Some of them are taken aback at first while looking at, the non-humans, but they are just as kind to you as they would be to any other guest.
What about Sariel?
Hey, Chloe, why does everyone here act fake?
As
I'm not
Serial
that blunt.
greeting all of you.
I'm not that blunt.
It's
Carrick.
it's a job, Carrick.
He looks at Carrick, and then he looks at Chloe.
He's not great with social cues. Just don't worry about
In
him.
any case, Chloe has moved everyone to where is the base quarters? Look.
I did not make a map for that.
Oh, great.
How did you not think of that?
I'm not doing that.
Did you think that we were going to somehow fuck this up and not get to the quarters?
Hey man, I already made 2 special
Yes,
looking
actually.
maps already.
Yes, actually. You know what? That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, really.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I wouldn't be surprised if like the crow stole something from him and implanted it.
I wasn't
on
even
another one
thinking
of us.
I wasn't even thinking the a crow. I wasn't even thinking of the of our resident rogue.
Windy. Yeah,
It's every other weekend.
it was up until like 3 weeks ago, and I told you.
I'll bring you the...
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Yes.
thank
What I was trying to say is that I wouldn't be surprised. What I was trying to say is that I was trying to say I wouldn't have been surprised if something somehow went wrong, just like pulled out of her ass, which is like nobody could expect or make up. And it would just happen, and we'd be on the run from Yellow City within like 5 minutes of getting there.
God. And to
It's
that
like,
I would
we
say,
find
good luck
a
with the other
vampire.
cities.
It was just, Chloe identifies a vampire, and Chris Faith runs up and stabs him. And just, everyone thinks that it was just a normal guy and that we're just murderers, and then we're on the run.
Honestly, I'm surprised Chris asking for a maid dress wasn't the thing that the straw that broke the camel's back, considering how apparently well received that was.
By the way, my perception earlier was, just a minute ago, was to see if Carrick could tell that the feathers on Odontus's back was the same feathers from Navin's Hal.
Yeah, they are definitely the same feathers.
Okay.
But yes, you meet with a couple maids. They show you to your living quarters. Oh, what's up? Yeah, it's your fault.
Yeah, well, it's just
You mean we were greeted by our fellow maids?
Yes, of course. Your fellow maids. They show you to your living quarters, where the food and such is, hoping that none of the birds that you all have accumulated over your time has taken any of that food, but, of course that didn't happen.
Kaizen's glad he doesn't have a familiar right about now.
Chris only kind of said he didn't have a familiar right now.
Carrick feeds his pigeon a piece of mushroom.
The sword's just like, hey, want to smash a table? Hey, hold on, now hear me out.
So it's mine. So it's my brain for some reason.
Chloe goes to her quarters and finds all of her clothes. She's finally going to change out of what she's been wearing for the past how many months?
I think it's been about 3 or 4 months.
It's going to probably change into something similar, but different.
You've leveled up 4 times in 6 months. 4 months.
Thank you. Could you turn on the light, please? Thank you.
You all go to sleep, of course getting a long rest in for Chloe, who's the only one who would need it. And as you wake up, one of the maids are sitting there waiting for you all, letting you know that there is a response. And it says that the the advisor's advisor would like to meet with you all. Over in the tavern of the Markets District. Markets District? What's it called? No. There's a better word. Yeah, we'll call it the
Trade
Market
District?
District. Merchants. No, Market District. We'll say Market District.
Trade?
Trade? I do like trade better. Reading District?
Trade district.
Whatever. The districts.
One of those, probably.
Yeah.
Hey, merchant shopping district.
Thank you.
She
then she-
smiles and nods to you. As she bows her head towards you, she whispers towards you. Please get me out of this place, I hate it.
Kaizen's very tempted to just pat her head.
Hold on. I need to do another perception check. I just want to know if I heard this.
Just
You did
stay
hear
out of the way of. Just try and stay out of the way of Master.
Oh my
Okay,
god,
then.
just a normal person.
Not much I can do. Try to get transferred to the gardeners outside.
She nods furiously. As she leads you all outside of the building, nodding her head
And
to the
then-
head maid.
Kaizen just gives her like a hang in there pat.
She is oddly afraid of your touch.
Which one?
This is Micah.
Oh.
I mean, not Micah.
It's about what I was expecting.
What was her name again?
You
Gotta
thinking of
forget my own
Sariel?
namesake. Sariel, there we go. God, I am terrible. Yes, you also heard it, Sariel.
Oh, that was the owl. The first one was the owl.
Oh my God. Well, the owl heard it.
The owl communicates it to me telepathically.
If you do get transferred outside, try and find a place for a horse, please.
She nods again, afraid to say it out loud. Right this way, everybody. Let me lead you outside, where there might be a stable. And she leads you outside, of course, bringing you to the front gate, trusting that you all would know exactly how to get out of this place. And she gives you a longing wave. If you were to look back a minute after leaving, she'd still be waving, perhaps. The feeling you'd get.
It's like how I made her Chloe's best friend.
Chloe, is there like some kind of magic on that place that makes everyone act a certain way?
No, it's just a long amount of training and some very strict taskmasters.
Why do they treat people like that? Why would
It's
you
gonna be
want to
racist.
Take your shower in a bit, okay? And get yourself ready to take a shower.
Wait a sec.
I don't know why. Like that, it just is. The head maid seemed to take a bit of pleasure in some forms of the teaching. Oh, we better get going. I suppose I have to lead you all.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
So you make it out of the district, past the sandy desert town that has nobody in it, past the gates in which you will be killed if you make it past without... Oh God.
I don't think there's a stable anywhere near.
Not at all. So you make it into the district. And find your way into a tavern that I had not made yet. Sitting across from you is the advisor's advisor. He's sitting down at a table, simply looking over some notes. We'll say that you haven't sat down just yet. You're just sitting in this... Not sitting in this. You're walking into a... more of an uppity tavern. It's not like the one back at home. It's got a couple tables around, and it's not as messy. You don't see a bunch of adventurers walking around. You see a bunch of normal people. A couple poor people as well, but mostly just normalish people. Going about their day, drinking and moving around and laughing in joy. Poker table here and there. It works.
Looking at him, does he seem like the person? Seem like someone who would help? I'm
Insight.
using my court functionality feature.
Okay, I'm
Insight.
back. What'd I miss?
Everybody died.
Damn it.
Also,
That was at a 7. I still know who the movers and shakers and whom to go to for the favors I seek. Just I'm not sure if he's one of them.
in hindsight, Kaizan mimics Chloe's bow, but in my head, I imagine Chloe doing a curtsy. And so I just imagine Kaizan also doing a curtsy.
No, she is very much bowing, hands and sort of together in front, in the bow.
I'll add a D8 to your rolls simply because you have that that background. But this person seems like someone you haven't seen before. Advisors are as easy to come by as water from a river. So this person, you're not too sure what to think of them. He does at least seem studious, like he wants to do his job as best as possible.
And me.
What am I able to glean from my passive insight on him?
Yeah, my passive insight's 14 as well.
I just kind of glance up at him. Mine is 15.
With the passive insight, you can tell this is an upstanding man who is just simply trying to do his job. He's not going to try and slight anybody, from what you can tell. Like, you can tell by the way he's doing his job. Kaizen, same kind of vibes a little bit, but you can't quite tell which way he swings. Like, what's his motivations? Navi... Oh, go ahead.
So is he gay or
Oh, for fuck's sake.
in both ways?
Is he gay or is he European?
What were you gonna say, Kirk?
Okay.
How does he wear his
What
hair?
were you thinking?
His hair is...
Does he have the hairstyle of a trustworthy man?
Yeah? Question
How
mark?
does he curl his mustache?
He has no mustache.
His beard, his beard.
Who's watched that anime in the Cheaper Hole?
I know the song, so I just didn't watch the whole thing.
Oh, it's kind of funny.
Does he
What,
stroke
you get-
his beard menacingly, or like he's thinking? Or both?
Hamilton stroke, you know?
It's less like you can see it with his hands and more on his face as he swirls through papers trying to put together something. In his head, at least, not on another paper. Like he's doing some sort of mathematical equation by looking at these papers.
Excuse me, Master. I believe we have been put in contact with you.
Ah, yes, you're... Flips through some papers. Gets to one. Chloe! Yes, you're Chloe.
These are my companions here.
It's nice to see you all. I see I've heard from the report that you all are from Red City.
Well,
Sit down, yes,
yes.
come on. He motions for you all to sit around the table with him.
Kaizen sits
Kirk
down
pulls up a
opposite of him.
Chloe waits for everyone else to sit down, then she sits.
Kirk pulls up a chair, sits down and leans and looks right at it.
Kaizen's sitting on like the opposite side of the table from him, where he's facing directly at him.
You can see a glint of fear in his eyes, but the environment shuffles him back to a normal feel.
Hi.
Yes, hello. You all are from Red City, of course. Sorry, I just said that.
Yes.
And you're here for not citizenship. He flips through his papers again. Oh God, please don't tell my superiors. You're here for, what are you here for?
Well, they've run into some trouble in Red City. Well, but them from here. She probably just moves back.
He sighs and sets down this huge stack of papers that probably just says like 5 or 6 things that he needs to know anyway. He says, okay, let's get down to business. You're trying to get in touch with the king, the prince. I've already messed up.
It's all right.
Don't worry about it, buddy.
Prince, right, sorry. And so, you're, well, he picks up the paper again, like, flips through it again, like, looking for something. And he finally gets to something, pushes up his glasses, and puts the paper down. He isn't quite ready to see anybody just yet, but you guys, the advisor, he wants you to see if you're trustworthy, you know. He's still nervously fidgeting.
Is this going to require some kind of test trial sort of thing?
He looks back at the paper for such an obvious question. And he just looks up and says, yes. Well, we heard that you all were adventurers, so we kind of wanted to put you guys to good use. But also because, well, it could, prove that you guys are trustworthy at least.
That's fair.
I'm so glad. He said, don't take no for an answer. I didn't know what I'd say if it was a no.
So what is this
I'm not
quest?
team leader here. That's red over here, but
So you're the leader.
To me. No, that's red.
He shifts his body position from Chloe over to red. And he lets out a sigh of just to relax himself. So, we just need you guys to investigate something. There's been a couple disappearances over in the district that we don't talk about much. And, well, we have a feeling that it might not relate to something natural.
When are these disappearances occurring?
Where or when?
When? What time?
We have no idea. As a matter of fact, he's about to say something, and he doesn't say it.
Oh yeah, Chloe, what happened to that one kid?
One kid?
We've encountered a kid trying to save his sister. She was ill. Fortunately, I was able to cure her, but it was not of natural origin.
What was it?
It's quite clearly some form of something that was undead.
Any telltale signs? Paleness? Bites?
Long.
It seemed like something was sucking the life force from her.
Oh, vampire then.
What's that?
Long.
Yes.
Is that village within a mile of here?
Well, let's find out. It's about this area, so I'm not sure if it's a mile or not. I'm gonna have to do the calculations.
Is that in meters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
that's
that.
within a
Oh, you're
mile.
talking about over there. That's
over here. That's a kilometer.
Where the vampire was.
That's
over
over
here. That's.
That's pretty decent. That's.
I will expend a spell slot to use Primeval Awareness. Let me see if I can't be on 20 this.
Yes, you can. Okay.
Just to see if there's anything off within a mile.
You sense a very sinister presence somewhere in the direction that you were even thinking of, over here in this poor estate over here. You think you sense something here in the merchant district, but like as soon as you pick up on it, it immediately dissipates.
Seems like we might have two. I can't tell what it is.
Okay, so that's helpful. Where is it? There's, I guess, the first one.
A strong one in the poor area to the southwest. And I picked up
Okay.
one in the merchant's district, but then it disappeared as soon as I sensed it.
So either that person is. Yeah, okay, so we just have one target and another potential target.
All this tells us is that there's something sinister in the area.
Jeez, I just tell you guys something and you already pick up on things. You really are adventurous.
Yes.
You happen to come across a good lot.
Yeah, you guys are freaking specialist force.
Yes, we can certainly assist with this.
Are there any like pieces of paper around here?
Not that you can see, but you are aware that in this folder, this one person, there are bits of paper that he has to write on. Perhaps a notebook.
Any like loose pages that he's not concerned with?
I mean, not loose, but they are in a notebook.
Okay.
Or I guess we can say that he has a piece of paper, just this blank beside him as well. Perhaps for notes or something.
Well, if Hong does say that there is something sinister, well then there definitely is. Might be helpful if I...
I believe him. Look at that look on his face.
Hong has a thinky look on his face. His hands to his chin.
And that,
Figuring out if he can track something like this.
and that thing, he reaches out to touch the dragon's nose, to Kilby's nose. Is that a porcelain doll or something? Is that some sort of...
Oh, it's quite
Be
real.
careful. Careful. Stinger does hurt.
It's real? Is that a dragon?
Quite real. Oh, yeah.
Hong smiles. Offer a piece of food.
He reaches his hand back. I don't think I want to.
Oh, come on.
Suit
it's
yourself.
harmless.
He's fine.
He pulls,
He
like,
pulls out a piece of bread and holds it out to the guy. Just try it.
Chloe
Crow.
puts her hand up to Kilby to sort of give her a bit of a scritch.
Crow will take it.
God damn it, Crow.
Alternatively, you can feed my bird a mushroom.
Hong grabs Crow's beak.
Are you
and
making
holds it
this
shut.
pigeon high?
That's what I just thought.
It's the only thing it'll eat.
You're fueling his addiction, Carrot. You can't do that.
Don't let the pigeon into my stash of purple mushrooms.
I tried to trade it.
Hong reaches up with one hand and holds Crow's beak closed. And then he says, and then he takes another piece and holds it out again. Please try. She's not gonna bite.
No. He puts 2 fingers. He holds it shut with 2 fingers and says, "Shut."
No,
Chloe speaks to Sylvie in Draconic.
Just get close, but not too close.
He'll very slowly reach out for it, and then really slowly bring it close to Kilby.
Kilby gently takes it out of his hand and nibbles on it while glaring at Crow.
Wrong. She didn't get close to his hand. Oh.
He's surprised that it was such a gentle peck, though.
He
I
pats
guess
her head. Pats
anybody-
Kilby's head.
Anybody that could tame one of these are probably the real deal. Look,
Hong smiles.
the city isn't the kindest to its lower residents, so any new information would be very useful.
If we end up dealing with the problem, don't be surprised.
I would be surprised, ma'am.
Suit yourself. Don't say we didn't warn you, though.
We seem to have a knack of getting ourselves into trouble and then getting ourselves out.
He goes back into his files. He silently reads the fact that you guys were kicked out of Red City and says nothing.
Escaped from Red City.
Carrick takes the piece of paper and folds it
I just imagine.
into a tiny sailor hat. And makes it glow a rainbow of colors and gently sets it on his head. And pats him on the shoulder.
He looks up and then looks back at you. He's like, thanks.
Thanks, ... question mark.
You're not such a bad person.
Now,
You're-
remember, that piece of paper is going to glow forever.
Oh, not forever.
Is it
Until he uses next
You
magic.
sure? The chosen property lasts indefinitely.
It does until I use the next tinkering, because I'm just going to take the slot for whatever that is and just use it in my next one.
Oh, did you take away Block's shiny dagger thing?
No!
Oh no, I still have
No.
that. That's
That would
I
be
have
the
two
first one to go.
Does that work that way?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, it's the
Oh,
oldest one that gets
no.
replaced.
Poor Block.
It only took him for 4 months to realize that he got scammed. That he didn't even get scammed.
Just
Just
wakes up
thinks
one
he
morning.
did.
Oh no!
His
So
prize
before any more
life is just a
shenanigans
normal
ensue,
life again.
Yeah, what's
So
up?
Blanc, are these trees like forest, or are they more like a park type thing, spread out?
Definite forest, but very thin.
Okay.
More like
Do
a
they look
border.
planted?
Yes, absolutely. No. They weren't planted. They were chopped down and stopped before it got to that area.
Okay. Hong stands up and says, I'll go and check the wooded areas around here and see if I can find anything. Before I go, though, and this is directed to the advisor, where would I go to get set up as a merchant here?
Ah, yes. Well, you're in the great place. It lets you know that over to the west, where those tents are set up, is basically where the Merchants Guild is. Where there is an area full of people who are setting up things. These aren't just tents, though. They're actually building stuff.
Okay,
Just a-
good.
Yeah. Just to
Just that.
show that this is the merchant area.
Perfect. Hong nods.
There's a lot
Thank
of buildings and tents and stalls and all sorts.
Precisely.
Yes. Okay, perfect. Hong nods. Thank you. I'm gonna go out and check the forest areas now.
Of course.
Stay safe, and he directs that at the advisor's advisor. Yeah.
Is there anything I can do to help you guys?
Would I be able to utilize the stables? City stables, please?
I don't see why not. Just tell them that you're from Oswald Adonis, and they'll probably give you a steep discount or something. I don't know.
Thank you.
He salutes, feeling as though you guys are the ones who are superior.
Chloe bows to him. If anyone
Kaizen-
wants to find me, I'll be at the stables. And Chloe
Kaizen-
leaves, completely forgetting that everyone else has got no idea what they're doing, where they're going, and what to do.
Amen.
Replicates her bow and then continues to stand there quietly while everyone else finishes up.
Nice hat.
And Chloe just leaves.
Carrick does the thing where he reaches and touches his feet.
Wait, what? Oh.
He's trying to replicate Chloe's bow.
Before Chloe exits, she actually stops. She goes, Carrick, would you like to come with me?
Yes.
You guys are a strange bunch, that's for sure.
I choose to take that as a compliment.
So Chloe and Carrick leaving. I could always call them the Three Stooges.
I was gonna say the three most chaotic people in the fucking party left alone in a city that they don't know where they are. This is a great idea.
Yep.
Kaizen is just goofy. Chris Faith's wisdom status is dump stat, and Naveen explodes heads spontaneously.
So before
And
we
Chloe,
go in...
Chloe heads off to the stables with Carrick.
Before we go into the shenanigans of what's going on with everybody else, Hong, what you doing in the forest?
Looking for tracks or anything unusual that shouldn't be there, considering it's a forest area.
Unusual? Let's see.
Yes.
It's in the middle of a city.
You're not finding too much that is weird. The local ecosystem seems about the same. But you are noticing quite a bit more bats in the area. And they're out in the daytime. They're just flying around trying to get from area to area. Almost as though there isn't enough habitat to hold them. But other than that, you aren't finding too much that's too weird.
And that's in all of the foresty areas. What's going on with the dead, what looks like dead trees to the north
That
here?
is a graveyard.
Okay.
So you use dead trees to make a massive graveyard. Okay.
Yeah. Gotta get creative with this app.
They plant a tree on every grave because it's better than headstones.
And then they kill the trees. Force them on me.
And then they kill the trees.
Just sleep.
The trees are sleeping.
And the trees are just like
Maybe he said tree.
cursed or something from being, buried on a dead body. It's some kind of spiritual bullshit.
Let's see. I guess you can say that there are some human footprints in the forest, going in various directions, but there's no real camp in the forest.
Okay. If he follows those footprints, do they just lead back to the poor area? Did they go anywhere particular?
Yeah, they lead all over the place. You find a couple campsites. You find them leading to different paths in the place. Maybe like a small lake in there. Other than that, not too much that's going on in there that leads you to think that something is off besides all the bats that's in there. Like, in all your time of being in a forest, you've never seen this many bats, especially during the daytime.
Fair enough.
I don't think owls eat bats, but anyway.
I mean,
Unless they're small bats.
they do, but okay. Yeah, many owls eat the bats that eat like insects, you know.
Oh, yeah. That's the smaller one. That makes sense.
So
Yeah, they
now,
hate hunting. Yeah.
Kaizan, Chris, Faith, and Naveen.
Knucklehead Adventures, what are you guys gonna do?
Kaizan, as Chloe leaves, as he watches Carrick touch his toes, he realizes that they don't actually know where the stables are. He turns to look at the doorway, but Chloe's already gone.
With
And
Carrick.
So is Carrick. Yeah, so is Carrick. And then he's just looking around, just kind of like, shit. Fuck. We'll turn and ask the man. The man and they were just talking to, one that just saluted them, the advisor's advisor. And we'll ask, you know where the stables are? The city stables?
City stables? Why, yes, of course. If you were to go to the back corner, to the northeast. There we go. Northeast. If you go to the back corner to the northeast in the district, you'll be able to find it quite easily.
Okay, thank you.
One of you guys aren't a horse, are you? He looks at Chris Faith.
Just gotta follow around Red, and if that means that's join Naveen, I don't really know what to do.
Do we have to roll for sense of direction, or can we just go that way?
I am fine with whatever.
Nah, you're good. You can go there.
Okay, I was gonna say you're gonna roll a nat one and just go the opposite direction.
Go
Get
to
lost.
the southwest.
Get
I don't
caught up
understand.
in-
I followed the directions.
My thing. I had to make sure you were, because I knew some of you weren't native to Lunaria, and I knew you weren't all going to be able to figure out everywhere in an entire city of people's homes.
Yeah, this is just a little district. You can follow the walls and such.
Are you going to use my thing, Blanc, when we come down to trying to find more specific places that aren't public?
Maybe.
Or Walden.
Walden Town.
Pretty sure Lunaria has walls around it.
That's a good one. That's a good town.
Walden Town.
Walden.
It's a town
Walden.
with walls.
Anyway, once Chloe reaches the stables, I'll be able to rent out a stable indefinitely, please.
Indefinitely, huh? 2 copper pieces a night times infinity. Let me get infinite coins, please. And he holds out his hand.
It might. This is for Lord Adonis.
Lord Adonis, oh yeah, let me cut that price in half. That'll be a million. I'm sorry, I tried to hold it.
It'll be still infinity, because infinity divided by 2.
Look, pretty girl, I know you're already from Adonis.
A bit much.
just don't know how long we'll be here.
Hmm.
Me and my companions.
Why don't we just do it
Stable.
on like a week by week basis or something?
Week by week, huh? How about this? You give me 5 silver pieces every month, and I won't throw them out. You are from Adonis. How about 2 silver, 5 copper pieces? Just for you, Toots.
When in a
Chloe looks at him. I'm trying to think of.
Navi, no!
I will do that. Do listen to the horse if he asks for anything. Please.
Your horse asks for stuff?
Likely to. Yes.
Sure thing, we got plenty of water and hay. Lots of chow.
I was gonna say that the horse is just gonna say, "Hey."
Hey, what's up?
Thank you. I'll pay for the
Give me
first
hay.
month now.
And
If
she
you
hands
already
over
had pizza.
a coin to rent out a stable, and she
I'd like to go and have a look at it, please.
Snaps his finger and just points behind him, saying nothing, chewing on his tar.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Come on, Carrick.
Watch, he's secretly a big bad enemy guy. He's the mob boss we came across that one time.
I sit in there for 10 minutes and cast Find Steed.
Would you like to describe this?
I don't know how I summon him. But
Carrick,
out comes just a pretty and very good-looking horse.
I would imagine like the dust of the area like culminates into one area and it just sparkles around, and it then just like out of that sparkle, it's just like shining too bright for you to see what's in there, and it takes form into like the horse, and it finally comes out. I don't fucking know.
This horse has intelligence 10 and is
I'm just-
wiser than some people in the group.
I'm just imagining like Chloe like drawing a horse, like maybe even like poorly or shoddily, and then just setting it on the ground and then casting her spell, and it just fucking pops out of the page.
as Chloe does that, Carrick takes the thing he's been fiddling with and starts to carve some symbols into it, into the side.
You know what? This horse is as wise as Carrick. And Carrick has otherwise the highest wisdom.
He is wiser than Chris Faith.
That's not much of a barrier.
A horse is wiser. Also, as intelligent as the average human.
The horse is wiser than our druid.
Horse is just like, hello, I am the horse. I am here.
And then he sees like us being idiots, so he just like, huffs and
What
savages.
is your desire?
That's my imagining of his personality. This thing can talk, or can talk telepathically. Apparently, just with Chloe.
So can kill them.
This horse can talk. Just telepathically, can't talk using its own mouth.
Thank you for coming. We'll have to leave you here, stable for now. We'll come. We'll call for you when required. Thank you for answering my call.
I see when I look at this horse. Okay, what does Dan look like?
A very pretty horse. Kind of angelic. After all, it is a celestial.
Damn, that's a pretty horse.
And it is also a mobile lie detector.
Look at her horse. Her horse is amazing.
Amazing.
Give it a lick.
My horse is amazing.
So then, Kaizen, Naveen, Crispy, on your way back to the stables. Would you like to check anything out or do anything?
Oh, that's a cool horse.
I'm sorry.
So,
Could you repeat what is
What's that?
so you were telling me that I was reading something.
Oh, yeah.
My current plan and now is just to have both Carrick and the horse sit in this stable for an hour.
It's completely valid.
Is there any specific reason?
Maybe.
Carrick stares at the horse.
The horse is just observing you back, seeing what's happening.
I stare at the horse. The horse stares back.
in Mother Russia, in Mother Red City, the horse stares back. The horse stares at you. But I live from here.
So,
In Yellow City, Demon Sword swings you.
what's it like, be a talking horse?
Oh, you can't understand that. You cannot hear the horse when I talk to me currently.
Okay.
What's it like being a horse?
Carrick just looks at it.
If you do talk to it, something might occur.
Carrick just keeps fiddling with the thing he's been crafting. Keeps adjusting it. Like a part keeps falling out, and he's gotten so used to it at this point, he just catches it every single time it falls perfectly, and just acts like nothing happened.
Carrick, do you think we could adjust this stable a bit, make it a bit nicer?
Carrick takes a look around the stable.
Roll a perception. The stable seems rather bland. There doesn't seem to be much going on here other than the horses and everything.
Roll this.
That guy's not gonna throw us out if I make his stables not look terrible, am I? Is he?
Ask him.
I will deal with it if that occurs. Sure, we can get away with it.
Dude, Dude
His
just turns
horses-
around and his stable's being torn down and rebuilt with another one.
What's going on with Hong?
Just this stall, please.
Hong, as you're looking around and just basically being vigilant in the forest, you are happening to see someone running in there with the bag of gold in their hand. And they sit down by a tree, and they're sitting there grinning as they count the gold.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sneak up on him, see if he's saying anything. Stealth roll.
He's pretty occupied. Well, yeah, go ahead. Don't want to ruin the chance of chaos, if it does happen.
Of course.
Yeah. Chaos.
And add 10
Oh.
to that. You added 10 to that.
Mhm.
For Pass Without Trace.
Yeah, no chaos. You walk
I
up on him.
mean, that's a plus 16 regardless of whatever you roll. It's a
Yeah.
17 minimum. However,
I was gonna
a
say-
1 always means you fail.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Wait, where'd you get the 16 from?
because plus 10 for
Plus 10 and plus 6
Ah,
for my
touche, yeah.
proficiency bonus.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you walk up to him. You hear him just counting the money, like, yes, finally, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, 5. So some silver pieces that he's counting, some gold pieces that he's counting. You can tell by his clothes that this isn't quite the person that would have this much money on him.
Hey, Chloe, you know what a
Oh,
barracks
well,
are?
I couldn't tell by
Quarters.
how he was acting.
Silence you.
This is just one person.
Yeah, it's only one person.
And it's
Well, no, I'm saying this is just one person interacting with this probably thief.
Yeah, it's just home. And I mean,
And an owl,
Owl might be able to see it too. Probably.
Let's see.
Although I thought the owl dissipates after 60 feet. So does that mean that Hong is with... Navin is with Hong?
Sure.
I don't think that our dissipates.
I mean,
Well, it's
the
a
owl
familiar.
is-
Hey, Chloe, where's the quarters? Quarters. Just want to take a nap.
Back with Lord Adonis's
Yeah, back in
Estate.
the
Let's see
mansion,
here.
we were just in.
Right. Should I go with someone?
it's
Well, I would say you
Okay,
probably
as long
shouldn't
as
go
it's
alone.
within 100 feet.
Yes.
Yeah, even Kilby can't telepathically communicate, just...
How far is it?
That's a lot.
Dang.
It's like...
That's
It's-
like
Meters.
900
That's
feet.
greater than 100.
Yeah, several hundred feet.
Couple
He
hundred.
can't communicate with you.
I mean, it's
Oh god.
well, whatever you were stealthing
12.
for.
What were you stealthing for?
I don't know. I felt like
Just an owl.
the
An owl
owl is
flies past.
watching them.
Doesn't he have like silent fly or something like that?
Yeah.
Silent fight.
So, does the stealth roll still apply, or can Hong sneak up and pick up the bag before the kid can do anything?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so Hong sneaks up, picks up the bag, and pulls a good gold coin out of his pocket and says, "You seem like the type who might know some information."
Yeah, what the hell? He pulls out a dagger and points it towards you shakingly. Look, man, I don't want to have to use this on you, but the fuck is that?
What?
He's looking at the dragon.
Don't worry about her. Focus on me. He sends Kilby and Crow up into the tree behind him.
I'm trying to get back up, I see. Give me the gold back.
He holds out the gold coin. Says, look, I'm not here to hurt you. Just answer some of my questions. Tell me where this gold came from, and I'll give you this.
He very slowly approaches you with the knife in his hand, trying to get close enough to snatch it from you.
Hong
Well, I
holds
gotta
it
answer
shut.
your questions. Why don't you answer mine? Who are you? Where'd you come from?
A question for a question, then. Where'd you get the gold?
Found it.
Found it where?
Silence.
Someone like you doesn't have this much gold. So you stole it off of somebody.
Yeah.
Where'd you steal it from?
I could take a little bit more. He says, getting a little bit closer to you.
Hong continues to hold the gold coin in his hand and the bag out of reach.
Look, now I don't want to have to hurt you. If you don't get that back, I'm gonna make a move on you.
Stabby, did Stabby robot from Futurama?
So, yes, Roberto.
Oh my
It's
god.
Roberto, that's exactly what I was thinking.
It's just a Warforged Roberto.
I'm just stealing that. You guys caught on to.
You think I'm crazy?
Oh, you think I'm crazy, huh?
Crazy, huh? I can't do Roberto's voice. I can kind of do Fry's though. I can't exactly do it. It's hard, but like, gotta do it. Did the nasties and the pasties.
He's getting.
That was
So Hong's gonna cast
both. Oh, go ahead.
Detect Thoughts. Take a step back. Look, kid. We can come to a mutually beneficial agreement here. I need information, and you need gold.
He doesn't quite notice what you're doing, but he does feel really uncomfortable.
What's on his mind?
He rolled a 13.
Okay, gotcha. Hold up.
What was your
I
question
still
again?
learn what's surface thoughts of his mind, though.
Okay.
That rule only applies if I go deeper.
Okay. Then what's basically on his mind is, if he doesn't get that money, he's dead anyway, so he might as well do whatever he can to get it back.
Hong looks at him. You owe somebody, don't you?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna owe you some blood.
How much do you need to pay back?
Silence again, but at least it looks like he's thinking.
Like I said, I need information. I'm new here. There's something going
go.
down in the slums over there.
One hell of a way to make friends, don't you think?
Apologies, I have to head off. I need to start dealing with slow roast with leg of lamb, so I gotta go.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Have a good one, Jamie.
have a
We
good
love
night.
you.
Bye-bye.
Night? This is still midday for me.
Good night, Jamie.
Yeah, well, it's
It's gonna take 6 hours.
9:16 for me and Blink. Yeah, so it'll be like 3 a.m. when you get back.
No.
For us,
No,
it
it's-
will.
I'll probably take
Or
about an hour
information.
to do this.
Okay.
You said it'll take 6 hours. Make up your
The
mind.
cook! The cook will take 6 hours.
Exactly.
My preparation for the cook is going to take maybe an hour. Then I can just put it into the oven and leave it.
Well, the cook, you know what? Once it's done, it'll be 3 a.m.
So you'll be here in
Yes.
another hour?
Could be.
See you, James.
If you're
Have a good
still
night.
playing, I'll jump back in. But
It'll probably be over by then. No
God, I
problem.
hope we're not playing at 3 a.m.
Nuh-uh. Yeah, no, we keep D&D going, baby. Remember that one
Either
time
way.
when we were
Okay,
up
hey, let's not get off track. I'm already forgetting what the interaction is here.
Wait, either way,
We need
before I go,
information.
if Carrick sits with the steed with the horse for an hour, he gets a telepathic hello.
Telepathic hello.
And that's it.
Sure.
That's just the horse says hello.
Just for my
Carrick
thing
says,
now.
Carrick says,
Is it
Hi,
sound
the
like
horse is
Chloe
silent.
or is it the horse?
It's the horse.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're like looks
And I
around.
gotta go.
All right.
Have a good
And
night.
go back to Hong.
Yes, please.
Back to you, Humi.
So,
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Where were we at last?
you were
Last question.
asking if he knew, if he owed some money, but he was silent. And you were asking, all you need is information, and he says, fancy way to make friends.
Okay. Fair enough. You're not exactly making friends with whoever he stole this from either. Keeping his eyes on him, he puts the bag in his pack.
Hold up now. And you see him about to lunge at you, but he's like really cautious.
Work with me, kid.
He puts the sword a little bit lower down by his waist side. He looks up at you and just asks, "You'll give me that money back if you, you know it's good for you. But I'll answer some questions. What you got?"
We've heard that there's something going on in the poor area of town. People disappearing.
Yeah,
Know
what of
anything
it?
about it?
He hesitates for a second and says, "No. What do you know?"
Well, we found a little girl earlier. Looked like the life had been drained out of her.
Another silent pause. Real unfortunate. Apparently.
Apparently.
You're a guard, aren't you?
Hold on a second. I'm doing an insight roll. Does it seem like he knows more
Absolutely.
than he's saying?
Mm-hmm.
100%.
He keeps it 100%.
Always.
Look, kid, I'll make it 1 gold and 5 silver. You know more than you're saying.
On top of what you stole from me?
We'll get to that.
I don't do business with other criminals.
I just got here. And I'm not a criminal. I'm a merchant.
Says the guy that stole my money right from under me.
Oh, it's definitely not your money, kid.
Prove it.
What was all that about counting gold excitedly earlier?
Well, sometimes I just like to count my money to make sure I got enough.
Sure. Sure, kid.
Is that all you wanted to know?
Come on now. What do you know about the people disappearing?
Give me my money back and I think I'll think about it.
The only way I'm giving you this money back to make sure would be to make sure you're not running off as soon as I give it to you. You okay with being tied to a tree?
He backs up a little bit. Just hand it back. That's all I'm asking. It's almost pleading with that.
Look, you're obviously in trouble. Let's help each other out here.
Roll a persuasion.
Do-do-do-do. You kidding me? That was on an 18.
Wait, what? You said the first one was an 18?
No, it was on an 18 and then it rolled over to a 4.
I feel
He takes a step closer again. Alright, sure, I'll tell you whatever you need to know.
What do you know about the disappearances?
Disappearances happens from the... he's about to say something, and then he shakes his head really quickly. It happens from time to time in these parts. What do you want to know? Who you
We're
working
trying to
for?
find out. We're trying to find out why the people are disappearing.
Who you working for?
Maybe I'll tell you if you give me the information.
Sounds like a double-edged sword there.
Could be.
Let's just say I can't tell you exactly, otherwise I'm dead.
Then give me the roundabout version.
Two brothers run this place. He gathers up people that can bring them money and resources.
Do you know where those people go afterwards?
Not a clue. I wish I did.
Give me any hint.
He looks around the forest. Somewhere around here.
In this forest?
He shrugs.
Well, I'll keep an eye out.
They only come out at night. Only came around maybe 2-3 months ago. Took over this place. Say it belongs to them now.
What about the brothers? Do they only
Crazy.
come out at night?
Unfortunately. Crazy strong. All I know is I don't want to deal with them. So I give them the money that I get from these jobs I do. He steps forward again.
Talk to me. How much do you need to give them for them to be happy with you?
It used to be only 1 gold a month. 1 gold a week. Now he wants 5. These people ain't rich enough for all this. Now I gotta rob actual stores and stuff to get money.
Let's see. Hong pulls 10 gold out of his pouch.
He nearly
This'll
bounces
be
on it.
fine. Still keeps it out of his reach. Look, I'll give this to you. This is mine. Tell me where you robbed that from and I'll return it. No questions asked. Store owners won't even know I'm there, won't even know you took it.
He looks around, scratches his neck a little bit, and then he points over to the merchants district, over towards the bathhouse you guys were just in. There we
Did
go.
you get away clean?
Hell yeah, I did.
Good. Give me a second, I'm trying to think here.
Asking if he got away clean was a good question.
Yeah, I don't need to go in there with a bag of gold and say, hey, this is yours.
Hey guys, this is your goal, right?
What's your name, kid?
He looks down at the ground. Just call me Roots.
Ruth?
Roots.
Fruits?
It's a pseudonym.
Hong laughs a little bit.
you know,
That's a name I can get behind. Listen, Roots. I'm gonna probably need some more information while we're investigating what's going on here. You work with me?
The bats, even though they are a bit erratic, they stay away from the owl. But what'd you say?
Roots, that's a name I can get behind, as he's laughing.
Mhm.
I'm Hong. Work with me. I have no doubt I'm gonna need information when I'm here.
You got the wrong guy.
The wrong guy?
See that prison over yonder? I'm not going back there.
Well,
so if you turn out to be a guard, yeah. Actually, hang on. I'm gonna actually roll for it. He shakes his sword. I mean, he shakes his dagger around. I'm gonna have to gut you with the 3 intimidation.
Hong chuckles. It's like, does a guard normally carry around a crow? A dragon? Pointing over to Kilby and Crow and the tree behind him.
He actually nods his head. Yeah, that does make sense.
Look, I get information. You get those brothers off your back. Maybe we can do something about them while we're here.
Guards don't care about this place. This time it's getting a lot more serious. Look, man, whatever y'all are actually here to do, it ain't gonna make no difference.
Would it make a difference if we tried to deal with the brothers? I can assure you that at least one person in my party cares about this place. They know that there's trouble here.
What happens if y'all die? Do I get some sort of life insurance policy?
If we all die, you can go back to doing what you're doing right now.
Fair enough.
So, do we have an agreement?
He holds out his hand.
Give me a second to make sure I get the gold removal in here. Hong tosses the gold to him.
I'm gonna do it. He goes to reach it and misses all of it. Just falls to the floor. He hurriedly goes down to pick it all up.
Hong just steps back and lets him. So?
Alright, man. You can find me right here in this spot. I'll probably be here every day, around this time.
Alright, kid. While you're working with me, keep your nose clean. You don't want to go back to prison, and I don't want you there.
He scowls as he runs deeper into the forest. And with that weird encounter, we head back to the the stables with the crew.
Where Kaizan's balancing a knife on his finger, being bored as Carrick sits in the stall with a horse.
Carrick's been working on the stable. Like he went out to the forest for a bit and he brought back some wood and he started like cleaning it and started like breaking down like parts of the stable and putting it up. And I guess that's about when he heard this. Hello.
We hear you.
And he like, walked around.
Hello.
Like looking for the hello.
Oh.
Where did that come from?
And Kaizan's like polishing his sword, his demon sword out front, you know, maybe telepathically asking it some questions.
Getting to know your sword, eh?
Kaiser,
Yeah, man. What's your favorite color?
Red. City.
I was expecting expecting like a sanguine kind of color. I mean, technically that is red, so not too far off.
Haha. But things are normal over at the stables. Nothing really going on. Would any of you like to do something else?
Chloe's supposed to lead us through Yellow City. Chloe's gone.
Kaizen's like right outside the stable.
Yeah, he's like leaning against the wall of the stable, or against the fence post, or I suppose.
You see Carrick like walk outside and just walk around like he's looking for something, and then eventually he comes over to you and says,
Did you hear someone say hello?
No.
Does Carrick remember a similar feeling from an earlier kind of conversation with Hong?
You don't have a similar demon sword of your own, do you?
No.
He shrugs.
I don't think I've gotten to that point with the things I'm making yet either. Probably.
Maybe.
It'd be nice if I hit,
also-
I hit that point though. Maybe it's like an accidental kind of thing. It's like a very distinct.
Would it be like a male voice, a female voice? I guess a male voice for this horse.
It would be the voice that you would assume would be the voice for what it is you're talking to.
Does Kaizen hear it? He was in the same vicinity for the same amount of time. Or does it only single target?
I don't know. I would assume that it says hello to the person who is spending time with it. But were you...
I think James would have to specify because he said only Carrick would hear it.
Yeah.
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 Carrick looks around.
Kaizen like also stands up and like tries to help Carrick find the source of the voice.
He does think Carrick, like after the whole telepathy with like through the experiences he's had before, it figures someone was just saying hello.
Okay, if I go.
He just doesn't know.
What's up, Crispy?
No, I'm not talking as Chris. Okay, if I go, I need to be here for
Yeah,
any of this.
Oh,
I don't think so.
Yeah, you're good to go.
Alright, thanks. I got stuff to do in the morning.
Ah, you're good.
Go for it, man.
Hey,
Have a good
see
night,
y'all.
brother.
And,
Good night.
just-
Thanks for
I guess
coming.
Chris just kind of doesn't really talk or do much, and so I just really wanted to go to bed.
Yeah, that's fair.
They like me IRL. Hey.
Yeah.
Have a good
Bye.
night.
Buenos noches, señor.
So, two things that I'd like to do. I want to get set up with the Merchants Guild, but first I want to figure out how to stealthily get these appropriated funds back to the bathhouse.
Roll a stealth or a sleight of hand, but don't roll a pass without a trace yet. Zero furiously types. Oh no.
Aha.
That's fair. You manage to find the cashier, who is doing a poor job of keeping close to his money. So you can easily slip in there and drop in some money.
Okay, so Hong drops the money.
The 17 gold that was stolen goes back into the drawer or the chest or whatever he put it into. Safely. No one's the wiser.
Perfect. Alright, Hong just leaves, I guess. Goes up to where the Merchants Guild is housed to figure out how to get a storefront.
Let's see, actually.
Okay.
Well, we'll just say that you go up to them, you happen to slightly recognize the person that was up there, and they know that you're someone that they used to trade with, and they say, sure, you're able to set up a place, and they give you a special discount saying that, you know, you can set up a tent to sell your wares if you want, for free for the first month, and then after that, it's just a small fee per month. Just to set up in that area. He doesn't say the small fee, which is my way of saying I don't know the money yet.
Fair enough. Alright. Perfect. So...
But he gives you a designated area where you can set up a tent.
Alright, give me a second to get this into the notes. And does the area come with anything to begin with?
There is a 10% tax on all the money you make.
No, I mean like, does it come with a storefront or is it just a plot?
It's just a plot of land.
I will need Carrick.
Carrick, you're up. But down.
But... Okay, and is there anywhere where he can sell the spare weapons he's picked up in the last long while?
What kind of weapons you're looking for?
I have 2 great axes, a longbow, and 2 short swords that I'm wanting to sell.
1 second.
That's
So 1 longbow.
1 longbow, 50 gold.
A longbow is 50 gold.
Apparently. That's what Beyond 20 says. Beyond D&D.
No.
Great axes are 30 gold each. Short swords are 10 gold each.
So divide that by 10? Well, actually... Considering it is selling to merchants... Divide that by 12.5 on all of those.
Making me do math, Blanc?
Yes, I am.
On a weekend?
That's the best time to do math.
It is the worst time to do math.
I can do it for you.
10.4.
Rolling intelligence.
So 10.4 gold, so that's what, 10 gold and 4 silver?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm pretty surprised there isn't a math.
Great. I got my money back.
There isn't a map.
Okay.
There is a math skill. What the fuck?
Wait, what
Then
are you
I
trying
guess
to do?
the rest of it, Carrick and I can deal with. And then we can figure out how many leather armors and all that Hong can make and work with it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm good.
Excellent.
We now have an informant.
That you do.
And I need to put this down in the sticky notes so that I don't forget it next time.
Need to start using that more.
I'm gonna go sleep for now.
Okay.
Boy.
See you later, Zero.
Have a good night.
See you all later.
As a matter of fact, we could probably end it here. Since everyone's dropping like flies.
We're all
And
dying.
the rest of us don't know what to do or where we are.
Well, I could say something, but I don't want to guide too
Do it.
much. So I can instead force you guys to do things through encounters.
Do it.
Well, I can do that later. I mean, next session.
Let's make you to go.
Oh, yeah, you're good to go.
I
That'd be
want
good.
you in my
Policy stolen.
Wait, what'd you say?
Sorry, I'm talking to myself.
No, you're good. I mean, Sarah.
Oh,
Hard to hear
sorry.
because you do the whisper. No, you're good. Or did he leave it?
He did.
Yep. You
Oh,
did.
no. What a jerk. But yeah, you're free to move about the cabin. If you want.